The NNSCRA Offline and Online Racing as Best presents Speed World. Stop number 26 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series Tour brings us to Martinsville Speedway, the shortest and the slowest of tracks being there on the tour. Brings us back to Martinsville Speedway, I should say, for the running of the Goody's Body Pain 500, Goody's Fast Relief 500, I should say, is the home of today's race of the season. Today's 26 stop of the season. If I could talk, that'd be dangerous. We're set for racing here today. 75 laps of racing on this 0.526 mile track. If you look overhead, looks like a paperclip. So here's your starting lineup for this event here. On the pole, it is number 75, Laura Chung. Her first pole, I think maybe her second pole this season. I'm not sure on that one. The Raymont Oldsmobile, car number 75. She's alongside car number 94, Dylan Poteet. Has the outside, the Sunoco Ultra machine. Row 2 has the number 21 Sitco machine of Quentin Moore, winner at North Wilkesboro, the first North Wilkesboro race of the season. He's alongside three-time winner of the season so far, Cole Deaver, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Third row has Jessica Shelton, another three-time winner at number 11 Budweiser Ford. She's alongside number 98, that's Ryan Brommer from Molly Black Gold Chevrolet. Good qualifying for him. Jessica, by the way, is looking for the Martinsville sweep. She won the first time he was here this season. Going to number 4, it's car number 5. That is Austin Reed, and number 71 of Charles Sanford sits alongside. Row number 5 is car 28, Keith Batson, the winner of the last race on the tour at Dover. He also won the 400 at Daytona, and he also won at Rockingham. Flanking him outside as the winner of the first Pocono race of the season. That's number 90. That is Caleb Fogler, driving the split bar spark plugs Ford. Next row down has car number 48, Wes McCoy, a great qualifying for him, and then Rumpel Racing Pontiac, and Joshua Osborne alongside of him in number 8, the Snickers Ford, winner twice this season so far. Next row is number 26, Quaker State Ford of Tori Gossett, and she's alongside the Valvoline Ford, car number 6 of Paul Minnick, the Daytona 500 champion, sitting alongside. Next row down is number 15, Aubrey Scott, and one number up, car 16, that's Ali Liara. Next round is number 25. That is Colin Cropley, and number 17 car of of Reggie Fogelman sitting alongside. Next round is number 18. That is Noah Sewell, and number 4 Eric Monaco. Next round is number 10. That is Andrew Miller starting alongside is Christian Bracken. Next round is car number 52 Seth Cullen, the I6 Track Shack Hurley Limo Ford. And number 66, Raphael LeDuc in the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Ford. Next round is number 7, Lyle Austin, and number 30, Zachary Fitzwater. Next round is number 22, that is Mitchell Hodak, and starting alongside of him is Kyle Matthews. And number 42, the Mellow Yellow Pontiac, he'll be back with this ride next season. Next round is number 83, John Andrews, and number 49, Tito McCoy. Next round is number 33, Nathan Orman, and number 43, Mike Becker. Then it's number 1, that is Trent Dunham, and number 2, Dylan Young. Then it's Cody McGurkin, number 9, and number 55, Jasper Engine Chevrolet of Alexander Rowe. And then Ben Cohen starts shotgun the field in car 68, the Country Time Ford. That's your starting lineup for the 26th race of the season at Martinsville Speedway, Martinsville, Virginia. As the field of 37 cars are lined up to get this race going here. And here comes the command to fire the engines for today's running of the Goody's Fast Relief 500.
3, 2, 1, gentlemen, start your engines.
That should be ladies and gentlemen, start your engines, since we have a lady on the pole for this event. So it's pace car, field around for the pace up, and pace up, for the pace up of the back for start of the race right after this. Pace car comes up on the pit road. The entrance of pit road is right since in the entrance of turn number 3 just like it will be also at North Wilkesboro, the next stop on the tour, the Tyson Holly Farms 400. Green flag flies, and the Goody's Fast Relief 500 is underway. Off the fourth turn they come right here as Laura Chung leads the first lap of this event here at Martinsville. Second position is now Quentin Moore. Jessica Shelton diving inside of Dylan Poteet for the third position. And in the fifth goes Austin Reed in car number 5. Charles Sanford and Cole Deaver going at it for position that is, I believe, 6th and 7th. And you're going to see several cars wall scraping here in off the corners on this track here, especially coming off turn number 4, as Sanford now gets around, or tries to get around, or tries to hold off Deaver, is what I'm trying to say here, as they come off the fourth corner now, as we watch Jessica Shelton, number 11, and she has one of her in-car cameras in today's event here at Martinsville. Dylan Young and Kyle Matthews also has our other 2 cameras in this event here today. Lap speeds here in Martinsville do not usually run you about probably 90 miles per hour approximately. More up ahead of Jessica in second position, and Laura Chung leading this race. And you see the RPMs up for Jessica up to about 9,200 up in the turn number 3. She's in third gear, by the way, is what is so strange to see right here, I guess you might say. Let's see. Quentin Moore's in third gear. Laura Chung is in fourth gear, actually, so she's the one in the. See if anybody else is in third gear, or anybody else has gone to fourth gear. Let's see. I see a lot of third gear runners here. So far, Laura Chung's the only car that's in fourth gear here at Martinsville Speedway. Yeah, it looks to me like everybody else is in third gear here at Martinsville Speedway, but Laura Chung, the only driver in high gear right now. So I think that the reason why everybody else is running in third gear here at Martinsville is to keep the engine wound up in the front straightaway, in the end of the straightaways here, as you see Quentin Moore doing right now, trying to go inside of Laura for trying to find a weakness out of Laura Chung for position right now. This is for the lead. Quentin looking for a second victory of the season. Laura, by the way, looking for her first. She has won twice in this series so far. In the rate as she is driving the Raymont Oldsmobile. That car is going to be a Ford next season. The Raymont machine. It's going to be a Factory Stores of America will be the sponsor of that car in season 37 when we go to the 1993 car set. So we will have 2 more seasons of Cup 90 in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, and we will move to Cup 98 for season 39 when we go to the 1995 car set. There is Jessica Shelton. You're looking at her right now in third position. Dylan Poteet running fourth, and Austin Reed trying to gain back what he lost points-wise at Dover, as he had lost a lot of points in that event right there. As we look at Charles Sanford talking about Austin Reed, there is Austin at number 5. He had a bad race overall at Dover. He failed to start the race, and he ended up being one of the first cars. He actually ended up being the first car out of the event at Dover, and thus costing him a lot of points in that event at Dover. Lucky for him, he didn't fall too far behind, because drivers like Seth Cole and Rafael Leduc also had problems at Dover, as did Joshua Osborne for that fact too. The points leader, Osborne, does hold the points lead coming into this event right now at Martinsville. And see where Joshua is at right now. He is in an 8 car running right now in 11th position. The Snickers Ford trying to chase down Caleb Fogler in 10th. number 8 car, as we mentioned. It's going to have Ray Bestis Brakes as a sponsor on that car next season. 98 car is going to be Bojangles as a sponsor on that car for season 37. Dylan Poteet, car number 94, there he is, running in 4th position. The Sunoco Ultra Ford. Remember, he ran an Oldsmobile at this very track last time he was here, earlier this season. In fact, this car has been 3 different manufacturers. It's been a Ford, an Oldsmobile, and a Chevrolet, as has also the well, actually, the 12 and the 68 and 55 cars have switched manufacturers as well, too, between Ford and Chevrolet for those 3 teams. And that actually, the 68 car actually was also an Oldsmobile, while the 55 and 55 and the 12 cars both had a Ford and a Chevy. Let's see. Paul Minnick was running in 12th position there. Aubrey Scott is 13th. Wes McCoy having a solid day, running 14th. Tori Gossett, there she is. Quaker State Ford running in 15th position, excuse me, the Quaker State machine. 16th is Noah Sewell. 17th is Ali Liara. 18th is Kyle Matthews. 19th is Christian Bracken. And 20th is Dylan Young in the number 2 machine. There's, you see that from the spectator cam. There's the view from onboard Dylan Young's perspective right now, running in 20th position is where he's at right now. Up ahead of him, Christian Bracken, as we mentioned, 19th in the field right there, and 18th is Kyle Matthews in the 42 machine. See Dylan 113 miles an hour into turn number 1. His last lap, 89.342 miles an hour. And the top 8 laps were all over 90 miles per hour. Keith Batson, Laura Chung, Jessica Shelton, Tori Gossett, Quentin Moore, Charles Sanford, Dylan Poteet, and Austin Reed have all been over 90 miles an hour. As Keith Batson has the fastest lap of the race so far at 90.586 miles an hour. And let's see, where is Keith right now in that 28 car? Now see him just up ahead. Keith right now running in 7th position in the Texaco Haviland Ford. Driving the Davey Allison car, so he'll be back with this. He'll still be in this ride next season. Chasing down Charles Sanford for the 6th spot. Ryan Brommer, got to give him a call in the number 8 machine, or number 98 car. Running right now in 8th spot in the Molly Black Gold Chevrolet. There he is. As he moving to the inside lane right there. That is the Molly Black Gold lubricant. As the what that company makes, obviously. You can see on the side of his car as the next time he comes on the backstretch here, it'll read Molly Black Gold Super Lubricant, I think. Yeah, the Super Lubricant, the number 98 Molly Black Gold car. Kind of one of the lesser-known oil companies, I guess you might say, that's on that car here. Only for one season on the NASCAR circuit. Sitting right there behind Ryan Brommer right now is Cole Deaver, the number 3, I should say, GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. You'll see him in this car next season as well, too. The GM Goodwrench car. 9th position is where Deaver's at right now. There he is as he comes across the start finish line to complete yet another lap. Caleb Fogler running in 10th position. Joshua Osborne 11th. We gave you the top 20 already right there. 21st, by the way, is Rafael Leduc, the driver who lost the points lead a couple races back, and has had some bad luck the last couple races since. He's 21st right now. Reggie Fogelman, 22nd. Colin Cropper, he's not going to be happy with his run. He's 23rd, especially coming off of that great run he had at Dover. Eric Monaco, 24th. 25th is Andrew Miller. 26th is Alexander Rowe. 27th is Seth Cole. 28th is Tito McCoy. 29th, Zachary Fitzwater. 30th is Ben Cohen, after starting this race last. Has worked his way up to the field nicely. Nathan Orman, 31st. Trent Dunham, 32nd. 33rd is Mitchell Hodak. 34th, John Andrews. 35th, Cody McGurk. 36th, Mike Becker. And last is Lyle Austin. But we got a battle for the lead developing here as Laura Chung and Quentin Moore go at it now. Quentin Moore looking for his second victory this season. Laura Chung looking for her first. And Dylan Poteet, in fact, also looking for his first this season as well, too. Poteet won at Watkins Glen last season. As he wants to get in contention for his first victory of the season. .45 of a second the last time by between the front two cars as we're nearing the halfway point of this event. The halfway lap is about is at the end of lap 38. Combined to complete the 33rd lap of this event, we'll be down to 30. We're down to 42 to go. But the front three are close together here as Moore drives that car just nearly up against the wall. Looking at the front end of Jessica Shelton's car as she is running in, as she's running now in fourth position. Dylan Poteet had just gotten around her for third a couple of laps back. Coming up on lap traffic is where they're heading into right now. And boy, Shelton pulling up right to the back bumper of that number 94 car here. And that front bumper cam and back bumper cams, very, very awesome on short tracks. That is for darn sure. There's the rear bumper cam view, and there you're looking right at Charles Sanford's car number 71. Saw Keith Batson right there behind as well too, as Austin Reeves lost a couple of spots. Austin was running in 5th position there after we last talked about him, and now he's dropped to the 7th spot in the number 5 car. But those front 5 cars, you can about darn near throw a blanket over them. Keith Batson wants to join in on this battle as well too. And Moore close up in the back of the 75 car again. He peeks to the inside now on Laura Chung for the spot, but doesn't quite get it there. Laura comes by to complete another lap. That's 38 down, 37 to go. Halfway home at Martinsville. So Laura Chung, if she leads this lap, will clinch the 5 bonus points for leading the most laps. Quentin wants to lead his first lap of the race right here so far. And you saw right there on the bottom of the screen, lap traffic up ahead. As Laura completes this lap in the lead, and Cody McGurk, the 9 car. There you see how far he is ahead of Laura Chung. He's about a full straightaway ahead. But boy, Quentin Moore has pulled up to the back bumper. He's all over that back bumper, that number 75 Raymont Oldsmobile. Oh baby! And Oldsmobile trying to hold off 3 Fords for position. And whoa, Quentin pulls the inside. He puts the bumper to Laura. To the low side goes Quentin Moore off turn number 4. He may have her this time by right there to start finish line. That was close. And they gave it to Laura, but when they go to turns 1 and 2, it's going to be Quentin Moore to the lead. Short track racing at its best at Martinsville Speedway in Martinsville, Virginia. As you look at now, Dylan Pote wants to get by the 75 car Laura Chung. Jessica Shelton trying to wait and see what Poteet's going to do, and now Pote goes inside. Shelton stays high, and now Charles Sanford wants to go inside to take fourth position away. Jessica gets off the wall a little bit, and Charles goes low side, takes position away, and now Keith Batson wants to go to the inside, and Jessica holds off Keith for the time being, and then falls in behind the 71 of Sanford. And there comes Austin Reed, zips his way past the 28 car. So move Austin up to, I think it's going to be 6th position. He just got by Keith for. And it is for 6th position. So Austin Reed moves his way up another spot. In the meantime, Cole Deaver trying to close up that 98 car of Ryan Brommer. And there's battle for 10th between Caleb Fogler and Joshua Osborne. Going in, that's for 10th place, the 90 and the 8 cars. Paul Minnick leads this group of 3 right there between him. There's Minnick, there's Aubrey Scott, there's Tori Gossett. That's 12, 13, and 14 on your screen. Gossett running 14th right now as she's gotten by. Well, she and Noah Sewell both got by Wes McCoy in the 48 car. Now Wes is now being pressured by Kyle Matthews in car 42 as you jump inside now with Kyle in the mellow yellow Pontiac. Down to about 4,700 RPMs in the middle of turns number 3 and 4, and up to about 8,900 RPMs in the turn number 1, excuse me. Kyle gives a quick burst at throttle as you saw through the middle of the corner here, or entering the corner. And somebody got off the wall. I think that was Tori Gossett in 26 car that got off the wall. And I don't see a scrape on the 26 machine right there, but she did get off the wall, come out turn number 4. As we jump back to the front positions here, Quentin Moore coming off the 4th turn. He's going to see 25 laps remaining in that number 21 Citgo Ford. The Morgan Shepherd cars looking for his second victory of the season. He won, as we mentioned, on the first stop of the season at North Wilkesboro, the first North Wilkesboro race, I should say, the season, the first Union 400. Quentin, the 2-time series champion. He won the championship in season 26, and he won it again in season 34. Man from the state of Tennessee looking to hold them all off here. Laura Chung, she wants to get that lead back that she's held earlier. She did clinch the 5 points for leading the most laps until Quentin Moore muscled her out of the way a few laps later. And you can bet Laura's got blood in her eyes. She wants to get back at that 21 car, preferably on the last couple of laps of that race. Top 10 is basically unchanged. Joshua Osborne, though, trying to get around that 90 car. He's close up to the back of Fogler. We saw what happened. We saw some position exchanging within the top 10. Last few laps of this race right there. As we look back right there, Dylan Young's dropping back here. Now Eric Monaco trying to close up in the back of that 2 car here. There's Eric in the 4 and Dylan in the 2. And those 2 guys, Monaco and Young, will be back in these 2 cars next season as well too. The 2 and the 4. Colin Cropley running 24th right now in the 25 machine, the Kodiak Chevrolet. Meantime, those 4 cars, you see that I mentioned, that's 12, 13, 14, and 15 on your screen there. Paul Minnick in the 6, Aubrey Scott in the 15, Tori Gossett in 26, and the 18 of Noah Sewell, the Interstate Batteries car. And back to the leaders right there. Charles Sanford going for 3rd position on Dylan Poteet, and Charles is going to try to bring Jessica Shelton with him in that number 11 car. Riding with Jessica Shelton in car number 11, running right now in 5th position. Lap speed slowing down a little bit right there. You saw the last lap for Jessica, a little over 86 miles an hour. So Charles moves his way in the 3rd position at Big Apple Market Chevrolet. He'll get to indulge himself for a few more races in that car. As we mentioned, he'll move to the 24 car starting at the finale at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So I'm not sure who's going to take over. Who's going to drive the 71. As the season ends. But meantime, Quentin Moore, all alone right now. He's got a rather substantial lead right now. He is 1.74 seconds ahead of the leader. That being ahead of 2nd position, I should say. That being Laura Chung. He's closing up on the back of the last place car of Nathan Orman. Orman not having a good day right now in a 33 machine after having some solid runs the last few races, I should say, except he did get taken out at Dover. That's solid runs that ended at Dover when he got taken out in that event. It's been kind of disappointing season for Nathan Orman so far, and not sure if he wants to return to that 33 car next season. No, that 33 car, by the way, is going to be a Chevrolet next season, by the way, too. So some of the Oldsmobile teams switching cars next season. Quentin Moore running, pulling away a little bit further and further here, down to 10 to go. Here at Martinsville, 1.85 seconds. It was 2 seconds the last time by for Quentin. Laura Chung and trying to stay hooked up with Charles Saber, and Quentin has got to hit his marks, though. That's the thing. That's the thing about any track you go to on the turf, especially short track racing, road course racing, whatever. Hitting your marks is what it's all about in this type of racing. Back in the turn as they go into turn number 1 once again here. Moore completes that number 67 in the top spot. Turn number 4, he comes right there as he completes another lap here. And the margin is still closing, though. 166 now between the 21 and 75 cars. But Laura Chung is running out of time. She this time by, she'll be down to 6 laps remaining. Quentin comes off the 4th turn to complete another lap here. Now down to 6 laps remaining. And Laura lost a little bit that time by between as she's Drop from 166 to 174 now. Interval-wise, coming out of the fourth turn now. As Quentin Moore completes lap number 70 in the lead. We're down to 5 to go. And 165 the margin that time by Laura Chung and Charles Saver trying to stay hooked up. But this ain't like Talladega or Daytona when you hook up in a draft. Though, in fact, drafting's not even it's pretty much irrelevant on a short track, as opposed to if you're on a speedway or a super speedway. Though, but there for 71, 60, or 75 and 71 cars, their hope is that Quentin gets hooked up, has a problem with lap traffic right there. But they are closing up though. That 75 car is 3 to go, and the margin that time by 149. So they are closing. Quentin Moore's has been kind of missing his mark in the turn three, and now he did it again that time by. That's costing him some time right there. Quentin, whoa! He goes inside lane. There, and Quentin Moore's got a problem. He slowed big time in the turns. Laura Chung just lost second. Dylan Poteet's going for the lead. What happened? What happened to the 21 car? And Dylan Poteet's going to lead at the white flag. 1 to go. And here comes Young Moore to the outside. Off turn number 2 they come here. Here they come through the third and fourth turns now. Moore goes to the high side of the track. He's not going to be able to do it. And Dylan Poteet steals one away at Martinsville. Are you kidding me? What could possibly have happened to Quentin Moore with like 3 laps remaining? It's almost like he just suddenly slammed on the brakes. That was the weirdest set of circumstances. We have got to rewind back to those last 3 laps on this one. We have got to rewind back to those last 3 laps on this one. He had a comfortable lead with 3 to go. Watch this again. He came on turn number 4 right there, and it's almost like Quentin Moore. He goes waiting on the inside of the racetrack here. Now here's what happened. He goes into turn number 1. He hits the brakes and almost comes to a dead stop. And then Poteet got blasted past Chung and a few others. He goes inside the racetrack right there, and I thought Jessica Shelton was going to go with him as well too. Off the 4th turn, and then suddenly Poteet and Moore was battling each other at the white flag right there. They went outside. I thought Moore was going to go back on the outside and pull off the impossible at Martinsville. But Poteet had the preferred group on the inside lane, and Quentin Moore, with that one little mistake, cost himself the title at Martinsville, and Dylan Poteet just stole one away. I don't believe what happened. We always say anything can happen in a race, and usually does, but that was a weird finish at Martinsville Speedway. Unreal. But Dylan Poteet, as they say, are all like line drives in the box score. That's all I can say about that finish here. 87.717 miles an hour, the average speed, as Dylan Poteet, in weird fashion, wins the Goody Spot Fast Relief 500. And Quentin Moore is going to be kicking himself over this one, I would imagine. But he does come home second. It could have been worse for Quentin as far as the finish is concerned in that race here. Jessica Shelton comes home 3rd. Austin Reed finishes 4th. Laura Chung 5th position. Charles Sanford, who was running 3rd when all this happened, he ends up finishing 6th. Bear in mind, Sanford was running third and Chung was second when all this happened. Chung could have stole that one away from Quentin. Instead, she and Sanford all got caught up behind Quentin when all that happened as well too. They're gonna be talking about this race for a long time. I will guarantee you that for sure. Cole Deaver comes on 7th, Keith Batson 8th, Caleb Vogler 9th, and after all that shuffle, Joshua Osborne stole the top 10 away from Ryan Brommer on that one as well too. Aubrey Scott finishes 12th position, 13th goes to Tori Gossett, 14th to Wes McCoy, 15th Kyle Matthews, 16th goes to Noah Sewell, 17th Alan Liara, 18th Raphael Leduc, 19th Christian Bracken, 20th to Dylan Young, then Eric Monaco, Reggie Vogelman, Colin Cropley, Andrew Miller, Seth Cole, Alexander Rose, Zachary Fitzwater, Tito McCoy, Ben Cohen, and Mitchell Hodak, the top 30. Then the rest of the order. John Andrews finishes in 31st position. Mike Becker, Trent Dunham, Cody McGurk, Lyle Austin, Nathan Orman, and Paul Minnick retired suddenly out of the race as well too. Let's look at. I wonder if Paul Minnick might have been the problem right there on what happened on the last lap. We're gonna look back at that one and we're gonna look back at that finish with the 6th car. So yeah, there's also what could have happened to why everybody went to the inside lane. Yeah, Minnick was on the inside lane. That caused Orman and everybody else to get into the inside lane, and Quentin Moore. He stopped about where Minnick stalled at. Okay. I do not understand that one. That was a weird finish at Martinsville. I will guarantee you that for sure. But nonetheless, though, Dylan Poteet has scored the winner here today in the Goody's Fast Rally 500 here. Congratulations once again to him. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got NR races, we got gaming videos, we got NR online videos, whatever the president and the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires to have for his channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, the main series on his channel. You want in future seasons of Seth Series, be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out our other channel that does NNSCRA offline. The channel being X867539A is Dylan Young's channel. The man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. And also the channel that he and Kyle Matthews do together. That channel being We the Coasters. If you are a roller coaster / theme park / amusement park fan, We the Coasters is a channel for you. If you subscribe to that channel for some cool stuff, but also subscribe to Dylan Young's channel. X867539A is Dylan, for some cool stuff as well too. And also the channel you're watching here, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, for some cool stuff as well too. And I guarantee you, Seth Cole series is a heck of a lot better than what I have to offer, especially after what happened here today. So that will do it here today at Martinsville Speedway here. Congratulations once again to Dylan Poteet, the winner here at Martinsville Speedway in the Goody's Fast Rally 500. We'll see you at North Wilkesboro for the Tyson High Farms 400. For now, it's James Paulson in the production of the NNSCRA celebrating 11 years of offline racing at its best.